What's going on, champions? We're going to dive right into today's content. But before we do, if you haven't checked out part one, The World is in Trouble, make sure you do yourself a favor and go check that out. Because today I'm going to discuss how to make sure your world isn't in trouble, even though the rest of the world is. That's right. Even though the rest of the world is in trouble, today we're going to discuss how to make sure your world isn't in trouble. And we're going to talk about it through the four pillars of health that we constantly talk about on this channel. I'm going to explain exactly what I do to grow, keep growing in order to keep climbing that ladder of success. With that being said, we always start off with the spiritual health. So what do I do to grow and maintain my spiritual health? I was raised in the church. So I understood at a very early age that there is a God, a higher power. My ancestors weren't dropped off by a stork on the front porch and then began my family lineage, who created my mother and father, who created me. When my eyes saw the beauty of the Hawaiian Islands, I couldn't deny there is a God. When I saw the beauty of the Bahamian Islands, I could not deny there is a God. When my eyes witnessed the beauty of the Grand Canyon or Bryce National Park, no one can tell me that there isn't a God, that there isn't a higher power. No one. You can't tell me that. When you look at the human body, the complexity of it, how all of the organs, vessels, veins, cells, ligaments, bones, the layers of skin, tones of skin, hair, etc., all work together for us to function. Come on, man. Look at how the world has evolved. Look at all the technology we use every day to help us function and enhance our lives that came from the mind of man and woman. I know without a shadow of a doubt there is a higher power that created me. So knowing and understand that I have a creator, an all-powerful God, I know I need to plug into that source. Stay plugged into that source. So every morning I plug into my source. I plug in with gratitude. I plug in with a call for dependence. Lord, I need you today. What good father wouldn't protect his child? I do my devotional through YouVersion, I'm sorry. I get on my knees and I pray. And that's my routine almost every single day when it comes to my spiritual health. Open it up with gratitude. I'm big on practicing gratitude. Huge. All right. You're thankful, you'll get more to be thankful for. Trust and believe. Trust and believe. You complain, you moan, you're going to get more to complain and moan about. Just how life works. Okay. So after that, I'm out the door. My next stop is the gym to work on my physical health. All right. Fitness is a lifestyle for me, not just something I do here and there. I always tell people we all will pay a price when it comes to our physical health. We really will. So we either pay upfront via exercise and proper diet, or we pay it on the back end with frequent doctor visits and prescription payments. I work out 4 to 5 times a week, 7 days when I'm prepping for a trip. I'm going to LA or Miami. I want to make sure that I'm extra fit. But 4 or 5 times a week, I get after it. Again, 7 days, depending on where I'm going or what I'm doing. All right. So that's my physical health. That's what I do to make sure that my physical health is growing and I'm successful physically. When it comes to my mental health, I have an ice pod. I love doing cold plunges. Now, many think I'm crazy. They say, I can never do that. But it's exactly one of the things that has helped me become successful. I'm willing to do things others simply just aren't willing to do. If you want to make sure your world isn't in trouble, you're going to have to get comfortable doing things others aren't willing to do. Do you know what cold plunges do for you mentally? Y'all ask good questions, so I'm going to tell y'all. One of the things it does, it enhances your sleep. So you get a better quality of sleep. All right. Other thing it does, it reduces stress. Yes. Yes. It reduces stress. And it also enhances your mood. Cold plunges trigger this release of endorphins, which boost your mood. All right. Mood boosting effects. The other thing that I do when it comes to my mental health is I watch what I watch and listen to. Very intentional about what I watch and what I hear. Do you realize that your eyes and ears are the gateway to your brain? Yes, your eyes, your ears, it's the gateway to your brain. The things that you listen and watch and listen to are the things that you think about. And the things that you think about are the things that you talk about. And the things that you talk about become the things that you are about. That was good. So I'm going to give that to you again. The things that you watch and listen to are the things that you think about. And the things that you think about become the things that you talk about. And the things that you talk about become the things that you are about. I've been on X, but I'm not on Facebook or TikTok. Just got on Instagram. And I didn't want to get on those platforms because I thought most of the content was trash. I was wrong. I was wrong. Well, there's still a lot of trash on there, but there is a lot of educational content on there as well. So I guard my eye and ear gates and I stay away from the trash and tune into the educational content. That's what I tune into. Okay. And I'm very, very intentional about what I watch, what I hear. If you're constantly being bombarded with trash, negative stuff, you're seeing it, you're hearing it, what do you think that's going to do to your mentality? What do you think that's going to do to your psyche? Come on, people. It's not that hard. It's not that hard. What do they say? Trash in, trash out. Positivity in, educational in, positivity, educational stuff out. All right. When it comes to my financial health, all I do is stack sats. That's it. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Well, actually, I'm not. I do buy Bitcoin in increments of sats 3 to 4 times a week. I do. $10, $15 here, $20 there. I'm not a person into buying things to impress people who don't matter and don't care. I'm well past buying liabilities. When I was young, I used to be that guy. I absolutely used to be that guy. I wanted to impress, buy things to impress people. Then I matured, got smarter, wiser, and realized nobody cares about what I have. They don't. The only thing I want to do right now is to buy assets. That's it. Nobody cares about the stuff that you have. Stop trying to impress people. So all I want to do is buy assets. And when I'm comfortable with my portfolio of assets, I'll let my assets buy my liabilities. You catch that? I'll let my assets buy my liabilities. So in the meantime, I am and I have been laser focused on building up my portfolio of assets, my real estate, my Bitcoin, my XRP, Solana, ADA, aka Cardano. And then also I've been focusing on eliminating any bad debt. I got some bad debt, be transparent with you. But I want to get rid of that. And so I've been focused on that. So then I can put that money back into acquiring more Bitcoin, more XRP, Solana, and ADA. Okay. Now I can actually sell some of my assets and pay off any of the bad debt that I have and be debt free. I can do that right now, but I choose not to. I'm not, because one of the things that wealthy people do, they buy assets and they never sell them. Never. I'm not selling my assets. I'm not. Okay. I'm acquiring more. I'm not concerned with buying designer clothes. I'm not concerned with buying jewelry. I'm not concerned with buying fancy cars. I concern myself with what the wealthy concern themselves with, and that's markets, stock markets, the real estate markets, the Bitcoin and crypto markets, looking for opportunities to buy great assets at great prices. I am looking for any and every Bitcoin and crypto dip to stack sats and altcoins, because I understand in order to navigate this trouble that this world is in, I have to own assets and monitor those assets closely. So this is what I do every day. That's all I got for you. This is what I do. And I'll expound in other episodes and other videos on some of the things that I'm doing. I'm going to explain to you exactly what I do, what works for me, what's helped me become tremendously successful. So that's all I got for you. As I always say at the end of every episode, knowledge is not power. Applied knowledge is power. You've been given some knowledge. The question I have for you, how will you use this knowledge to enrich your life on today? Happy sat stacking, and we'll see you in the next one. Peace.